Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chad Nicely. In the next few minutes, I want to introduce to you what I believe to be one of the biggest social media phenomenons I've ever come across in 12 years of doing business on the internet. And in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to introduce this new social media phenomenon to you. I'm going to show you how you can use this social media platform to build a residual income. I'm going to give you the opportunity to cash in on a $15 billion IPO. I'm going to show you how you can drive away with a shiny new Lamborghini. You're going to be dressing in style with a premium Rolex watch, just like you see here. And finally, you could quite possibly walk away with over $1 million just for actively participating in this network. And so it is my great pleasure to introduce to you what we have come to know as Bonofa, and more specifically, Cube 7.
I strolled without a care, cause I'm going down the road to a brand new place, and I'll get there with a smile on my face. Yeah, so lift me up, I'm moving along, singing and dancing while I play my song. Yeah, I'm having a good time, keeping it going. Come on, clap your hands and won't you sing along? And now let's take it up high. Give our dreams their wings to fly. Gotta keep the fire, keep the fire burning, keep the hope alive. They gotta keep it turning.
Amazing, right? And so my question for you is, what moves people to do great things? And so if we look at the legendary Bill Gates way back in 1975, a year before I was even born, what was Mr. Gates' vision? His vision was to have a computer for every household. And Mr. Gates, I'm pretty sure that you have got pretty close to accomplishing your vision. And then in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook. And Mr. Zuckerberg's vision was to connect people from all around the world and enable them to share their experiences on one platform. Mr. Zuckerberg, congratulations. I think you nailed it. And so if we look at the vision for Bonofa, it is very simple. Their vision is to become the world's biggest business network. And here on the screen, you will see the team behind Bonofa. These are the men calling the shots. These are the men that are going to make this a reality. Over here on my right-hand side, we have Detlef, and over here on my left-hand side, we have Thomas Kula. This is the financial backbone to Cube 7, and more specifically, the Bonofa opportunity. Now, it's important for you to understand the difference between those two businesses. Bonofa is up here. This is the parent company. This is the umbrella. And then underneath Bonofa, we have subsidiaries. We have different platforms. Cube 7 is one of those platforms. Already, Martin Baum, the guy in the middle, who is the brainchild, the drive behind Bonofa and Cube 7, has committed to 29 other platforms on paper, all underneath this Bonofa umbrella. And that means opportunity is knocking for you. Now, it's important for you to understand that the two gentlemen on the outside come from the insurance business, and they have done billions of dollars in successful transactions and partnerships. So we are in good hands. Now, I was relieved to learn about these gentlemen because I have seen social networks and I've seen different products and services start up on a nickel and dime budget. And I've also heard about pre-IPOs that have never actually happened. And a lot of the reason is because they don't have the success, they don't have the business plan, they don't have the foundation, and more importantly, they don't have the business and financial backing to make this all a reality. These gentlemen here have that in place. So rest assured, we are in good hands, and there's no doubt in my mind that this IPO goes down in 2017, and people like you, me, and everybody in the network are sure to make a lot of money. Now, in the last 14 months, while they've been developing Cube 7 and the Bonofa opportunity, they've actually brought on over 100 partners worldwide. Countries like Germany, India, USA, Austria, Bulgaria, the Netherlands, Switzerland, the list goes on and on. And remember, it's important for you to understand they've already invested over 6 million euros into this network. And so if we talk about the massive marketplace and the internet as a whole, I don't think I have to tell you that there are people that are out there monetizing the internet each and every day, and they are making their dreams come true. You have the same opportunity with Bonofa and Cube 7. And just how big is the internet? Currently at this time, the internet consists of 2.4 billion users. There are 500 million users in Europe alone. And in 2018, the internet is expected to grow to 4 billion users worldwide. Think about that. 4 billion users. That's a lot of opportunity there. That's a lot of opportunity for everybody involved in the Bonofa network. Remember, 30 platforms all underneath the Bonofa umbrella. Now, the goal of Cube 7 is to be at 100 million users by 2017. This is a very conservative number considering the fact that I just said by 2018 there's supposed to be 4 billion users on the internet. So let's talk a little bit more about Cube 7. This social media phenomenon launches on July 7th, 2013, 7:07 a.m. Now, Cube 7 consists of the 5 biggest trends we know of on the internet, including communication, shopping, gaming, entertainment, and phone apps, and so much more. But the best part is, and I've never seen this in 12 years of working online, they have rolled all of this up into one single platform. And the reason is simple. They want to make you a lot of money, and they want that IPO in 2017. So on July 7th, the first module, the communication module, is released. Now, this is one of the most important viral aspects, and this is what's going to make Cube 7 and Bonofa one of the biggest opportunities we've ever seen on the internet. Do you notice on my screen here, it says 80 bonus credits are credited to your account. Now, that is not my account, that is not your account, but let me explain how this works, because this is massive and it's smart marketing. But it's only smart marketing because they have the financial backing to make this happen. I want you to think back in the days when Facebook first got released. And I know myself, I was out there trying to bring in my friends from other social networks like MySpace and some of the other ones, and I was trying to bring them aboard Facebook. But people were kind of skeptical at the time, and I wasn't getting a lot of my friend requests answered, and people were just ignoring them. Well, what if back in the day I could have said, look, when you become my friend on Facebook, I'm going to give you a voucher for 80 euros, which equates to about $100 round or about, that you can spend on movies, music, shopping, phone apps, the list goes on and on. You receive that voucher for free just for accepting my friend request. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what they have done. This is why this network is going to spread like a viral disease. Everybody that you bring on the Cube 7 platform, you are going to have the ability to give them a voucher that they can spend on music, movies, shopping, and phone apps. And this thing is going to spread like mad. And when it does, it's going to be the biggest social media phenomenon on the internet, and that IPO is going to be a piece of cake. And I'm going to tell you more about that IPO in a minute, but first I want to tell you about the communications module. Now, like I said, this is the first part of Cube 7. And so we have all of these cool little tools that are actually free of charge. Where other companies and services charge for these tools, Bonofa and Cube 7 are offering them for free. These are tools that you have the ability to give away to people that join your network and join Cube 7. And so we're going to have the ability to invite our friends. We're going to have chat sessions. We're going to have the ability to share messages, share photos, share videos, create groups, create communities. We're going to have discussion forums, screen sharing, much like we're used to doing every day anyways, video calls similar to Skype and then other platforms out there, video email, which is massive, and I'm going to cover that here in a minute because it is such an amazing feature inside of Cube 7. And finally, we even have a webinar platform. Remember, all of these tools are free. So I am constantly out there hosting webinars each and every week. And I'm not going to mention the platform that I use, but I will tell you that I pay for this platform each and every month. And it's not cheap either. With Cube 7, I'm able to host my webinars through their social network, but remember, in order for somebody to watch a webinar with Chat Nicely, they first need to join Cube 7. Remember, at that time, they're also going to receive that voucher that they can spend on music, movies, shopping, and phone apps. Are you starting to see how this works? So now I'm actually getting paid to host my own webinars, and I cannot wait to start doing this. But you can get an idea of where I'm going with this and how there's monetization built into everything that Bonofa is doing. In addition to that, they also have a free list builder and a complete CRM system. And so you have all your mail, you have your calendar, you have a list of your contacts. We can see when people are clicking our links. We can see how long they're watching our videos. Everything we need to make our business a success, it is included with this opportunity. And then here on my screen, this is what I was just telling you about a minute ago. These are the animated video email templates. Remember, this is a free service. But guess what? As a Cube 7 user, if you want to put in that beautiful animated happy birthday background, then you're going to need to pay a few dollars. And guess what? The people with Bonofa, the team that I introduced you to a little while ago, they're not concerned with making a profit. They're not putting any money in their pockets. What they are doing is they're allowing 80% of all the profits of Cube 7 to go back in the network, back in my pockets, back in your pockets, and everybody that's involved in this top opportunity. Do you see where I'm going with this? They understand monetization. Monetization has been built in every corner of Cube 7 as well as Bonofa. And I will continue to tell you about that as we go along through this slide because I've never seen an opportunity like this. And a lot of people are going to make a lot of money. Now, along the same lines, they've also got a complete autoresponder and tracking system, just like you see here on the screen. Definitely something that's very important in your business. Once again, free service. They join Cube 7, they get the voucher, the autoresponder. It's all happening. This is why this is going to be a monster viral success. Module number 2 is our shopping module. If you look here on the screen, we can look at some of the stats here. In 2013, 35% of all purchases will be done online. Think about the opportunity there. And what if I told you in 2018, that is expected to be 50%. That 35% is going to go to 50%. And so you can see here on the screen, this is the Bonofa platform. I want you to pay attention to this layout. Think about the biggest websites in the world, websites that are already out there that have achieved monster IPOs. And look at the commercial appeal, look at the graphics, look at the marketing, the bling factor, I like to call it. Everything is here to make that IPO happen. And everything is here for a perfect e-commerce website. And the users that come aboard Cube 7 are absolutely going to love this. And we have some of the largest premium brands aboard already. You guys might notice some of the logos on the screen. They've also got a discount voucher system. Everything is here to make this thing convert like crazy. And if you are part of this top opportunity up here, once again, you're going to make a lot of money. We said this in the last presentation. This truly is a cash cow. And the best part is, a lot of these premium brands, you're not even seeing all of them. There are other companies that are waiting for Cube 7 to launch, and they're going to come aboard as well. So opportunity is definitely knocking. Now, pay attention to these beautiful templates on the screen, because this is not what you're used to seeing. You are not looking at WordPress. And I will tell you, being a former business owner and being a local marketer myself, this here is pure genius, and it's a business in itself. And the brilliant minds over at Bonofa and Cube 7 have set it up so that the local business owner can monetize from every single customer that walks in their door. And you're not going to find that in any other platform or service out there on the internet. And this in itself is a service that you could sell alone, aside from Cube 7 or Bonofa or anything else that you're involved with. And let me explain how this works. We all enjoy eating out, and we go to the pizza parlors, or maybe you're like me and you love the Philly cheesesteak, whatever the case may be. We sit down and our waitress comes over and gives us a card and says, hey, next time you're online, be sure to check out our site. And when you do, you're going to receive a voucher for 80 euros, about $100 that you can spend on music, movies, shopping, phone apps. Are you seeing how all this evolves? We're doing the same thing over and over because we have that viral aspect. But in addition to that voucher, we're also going to give you 10% off your next barbecue chicken pizza. Are you seeing this? So what Cube 7 is teaching people to do is they're teaching local business owners to build their own database and a list of subscribers that they can market to over and over. So maybe every single Friday, that pizza owner has a 10% discount after 7 o'clock or whatever the case may be. Cube 7 is helping the local business owner monetize, and they are helping you monetize as well. So module number 3 is the gaming module. And guess what? The fine folks at Bonofa have gone and hired 30 developers to come in and build future games. But it doesn't just stop there. They're also smart enough to know that they bring in the top games in the market, and they simply undercut all the other sites that are out there selling and offering downloads for the games. This is brilliant. And the reason why is because these guys don't care about making a profit. They want you to make the profit. Remember, 80% of the profit from Cube 7 sales goes back into the network, back into my pockets, your pockets, and everybody in this network. And you can see here on the screen, here is the actual storefront for the games. Once again, we have the commercial appeal, we have the bling factor, everything required to make this thing go IPO. And then module number 4 is the entertainment module. Notice the 80 voucher credit right there on the screen. It's not going to go away. It doesn't matter if we bring them in with shopping, with music, or in this case, downloadable music and movies, right? This is a massive market online, and obviously Bonofa and Cube 7 understand that this is a massive opportunity for you to monetize with this network, with music and movies. It's brilliant. Next, we have the biggest global trend of 2013. This is the phone apps. Once again, something I am very familiar with, having developed phone apps myself. I will tell you the biggest obstacle for any phone app developer is finding the funding. Everybody has an idea. Everybody has a vision. And they've all heard these stories about how your phone app can make you $1 million and make you rich and make all your dreams come true. It is true. If you hit the right app and you get it out there in the right marketplace, that can happen. The problem is coming up with the funds to get it developed and pay your developers and all your overhead costs and everything else. Well, what you can do is you can take that idea over to the development team of Bonofa and say, here is my idea for this app. They will get it built. They will pay for all the costs. They will go out there and market that app, and then they will turn around and they will share the profit with you. It's features and benefits like this that make Bonofa and Cube 7 a monster success. And speaking of success, let's look at some of the reasons why the phone app has become such a monster phenomenon in 2013. And so we're going to go and we're going to look at users age 16 through 24. And we're going to look at some interesting little facts here. And what if I told you that during that age, they retrieve emails over 45 times per month? And when it comes to mobile games, they spend over 4 hours every single week playing and downloading games. The same games that you are going to be able to offer in the Cube 7 network. And I can tell you that even though I don't have a 16-year-old yet, it's coming. I've got this gorgeous little 4-year-old, and she's constantly on her mommy and daddy's phones playing all of these phone apps and all these games and everything else. So now we're a little lower than 16, but it just goes to show you that phone apps are massive at any age. Once again, opportunity for you. And then there's the music on the smartphones, and you know they're out there doing this, right? They drive me crazy too, okay? But they spend over 6 hours per week listening to music on their smartphones, and probably the most interesting fact to me is that they spend an average of 23 hours per month online. Massive, massive trend. It's not going away. It's just going to get bigger, and you need to get a piece of the pie. Now, I'm going to demonstrate to you some of the phone apps that Bonofa and Cube 7 have actually developed. And when I saw this, I was blown away. And I've actually had the opportunity to go out there and try it, and it is just amazing. This here on the screen is called the Cube Card. And I'm going to explain how this works to you. You might be at a Thanksgiving dinner. You might be